3 whole Roman legions, about 20,000 troops, and in just 3 days, they all disappeared into the wilderness. So what caused this to happen? Why did the person that Rome trusted the most betray them? And why is this disaster seen as a major event in Roman history? Let's head to the forest of Teutoburg. Arminius was a young prince from the Carusi tribe. He was brought to Rome as a hostage when he was a child and lived there. He learned Latin, how to fight like a Roman, and even became a Roman citizen. He was a bridge to Rome because he was both Germanic and Roman. But Arminius really had a different idea in mind. He was familiar with Rome from the inside. He also recognized that if the Germanic tribes worked together, they could beat Rome in the woods and marshes. In 7208 AD, Arminius secretly started to unite the Germanic tribes, such as the Carusi, the Marsi, the Chatti, and the Bructeri. He got these tribes, who were usually at conflict with each other, to work together towards a common goal: to defeat Rome. His idea was quite simple, but scary. Win Rome's trust, find out where the legions are going, attack them in a small, swampy pass, and he waited for the proper time to carry out his plan. 3 legions under Varus' leadership were getting ready to go back to their winter quarters in September of 09 AD. At that moment, Arminius brought false news. "Commander, the Bructeri tribe is rebelling. If we don't act right away, all of Germania will be in chaos." Varus was unsure at first, but he eventually trusted him. And thus, 20,000 troops started their march to doom. The legions went into the woods on September 6th. Roman armies usually marched in a straight line, on flat roads and open land. But here, everything was different. The paths were narrow, the ground was muddy, and the soldiers moved slowly in heavy armor. It was calm on the first day. It started to rain on the second day. As the men walked through the muck, looking like they had no chance, a volley of arrows began. Germans suddenly attacked from deep in the woods. Rome couldn't even get ready for battle. Arminius turned to Varus in the middle of the commotion and said, "Commander, I will bring help." He then got on his horse and rode away. Of course, he didn't come back. Varus recognized at that instant that Arminius had always been a traitor. The Roman legions were now hopelessly stuck. The Roman soldiers fought to stay alive for 3 days, but everything was against them. There wasn't enough food and water. The soldiers moved more slowly because of the rain and mud. The Germans attacked all day and all night. Varus tried to break through the circle as a final resort. He told the men to make a testudo, which is a turtle shape. They raised thousands of shields, but the formation fell apart in the muck. Even Rome's famous discipline didn't work. Rome's situation became grim on September 8th. One by one, the legion eagles fell. Losing an eagle was a loss of national honor for Rome. Commander Varus chose to follow Roman custom instead of giving up. He killed himself with his own sword. There was no one left from the 3 legions. The forest swallowed over 20,000 guys. When the news got to Rome, Emperor Augustus was heartbroken. People say that he didn't eat or cut his hair or beard for days. He would often yell, "Varus, give me back my legions." Rome never used a legion numbers 17, 18, and 19 again after this calamity. Germanicus, Augustus's grandson, led a strong force into Germania years later. The goal was to bury the dead and get back at them. Years later, Roman soldiers still uncovered skeletons and nailed skulls on the battlefield. They gave them all a proper burial. Germanicus won a lot of fights, but he couldn't catch Arminius. Ironically, his own people slaughtered Arminius. The Battle of Teutoburg was more than just a fight. It was a turning moment. Rome never crossed the Rhine again. Germany never really became part of Rome, and history taught us this. Betrayal may bring down even the strongest empires. It's not enough to just have technology. You also need to know how to use it and where to go. Without local knowledge, no army is safe. This calamity, in which 20,000 men were lost, changed Rome's destiny. What do you believe Varus's worst era was? Should you trust Arminius or go into a woodland you don't know?